Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Thursday, February 22nd, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got NHL action this Thursday night. The Vancouver Canucks versus the Seattle Kraken. Puck drop is going to be here in just a couple minutes. The Canucks are first in the Pacific Division. The Kraken are in fifth. So we are going to try to make up some ground. This is going to be a little bit difficult, but I think with the home fans and obviously being on that kind of road stretch that we have to be able to find ways to beat teams that are better than us. And what a better way to do that than at home at Climate Pledge Arena. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. We've had some wild hockey, in the last, few days, and last night's game was freaking incredible with the Bruins and, in Edmonton. You never know what you're going to end up getting on an NHL game, especially when it starts late. I think the final time that it ended up wrapping up, it was East Coast time, like 1:30 in the morning, but it was definitely worth it. I'm ready to go. I feel good. And I actually have a feeling that we can win this one tonight. Megan in the building, what's good? Daniel in the building, what's good? Sarah in the building, what's good? Yeah, they do. They do definitely look a little bit like the Seahawk throwbacks. They do a little hint of the Seahawk throwbacks. I would agree with that. Daniel in the building, what's good? I hope you are having a fantastic Thursday. Sarah in the building, what's good? Let's get to 100 and donos. Let's smash that like button. Let's go. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X. And I'm ready to go. And baseball, even though it was preseason, started today. And, I ended up talking with a few people while I ended up watching the game with Paisley. And, when you're the Dodgers and you throw up 8 runs in the first inning, the league is going to be, on notice. And yes, I know it's Cactus League, Grapefruit League, it's preseason, but without Freddie Freeman even playing and without even Shohei Ohtani taking an at bat, and you threw up a 14, in the first game of the year. I mean, I don't know how many games the Dodgers are going to win, and really what it comes down to is health. The injuries typically pile up for them with their pitchers. So if they can actually stay healthy, throughout the full season, there should be a good chance that they hit 100 to 116 wins, this season. But again, you don't want to end up having some like historic season where they, go 120 and 42 and then end up getting bumped in the first round. But the team is very, very good. Teoscar Hernandez, the former Mariner and former Blue Jay, got up there and got a 2-run RBI, to kind of get everything going. And then it just led to another bases loaded opportunity and another bases loaded opportunity. And then after all the dust settled, it was 8-0 after the first inning. And I was talking with Elliot and a few others. And, with the Padres, you ended up losing Snell. You lost Juan Soto. You ended up losing some of your pieces, and it definitely shows that you're going to be hurting a little bit with some of those losses. But again, I still think that, at some point they're going to have to come together. But at least you ended up seeing, something on the pitching side a little bit later in the matchup when it ended up being, I'm trying to remember what inning it was, maybe the third inning after maybe the initial pitcher got, taken out. But Yuki Matsui, the pitcher for the Padres, keep an eye out for him. He looks like he's got the heater, and he's a lefty. It's always nice to see another Asian sensation, come over from Japan or a foreign country, or to, get drafted, and then to be able to see them execute the way they did. And you're not going to see the Dodgers strike out that often, but when he got in there, he did his best. But again, 14-1. Definitely shout out to the Dodgers, GG to Elliot and the Padres. And we're going to have more action tomorrow. And then we'll have to decide what we end up wanting to do. The only problem with some of these matchups for spring training is that they're on at like noon. So what are the chances that I'm going to actually be able to get people to show up, like, sub, donate, share when it starts at noon? So, I'm going to have to kind of play things by ear. Now, I'm going to end up doing some of the Mariner games, maybe on the weekend. But again, if it ends up being Kraken and Mariners, I'll probably still lean a little bit more towards the Kraken depending on the time. And then once we obviously get to the regular season, I'm going to be doing pretty much every Mariner game that we have, and then we'll go back and forth between Mariners and Kraken. But I'm definitely excited to see what we end up getting for MLB action tomorrow, and I'm excited about tonight. This is going to be tough. Vancouver is number one in the Pacific Division, but I feel that we can win this. I don't think that we're that much out of our element, and we need to find ways to win games like this if we want to have any chance at a wild card at the end of the year. Let's go. Let me get the volume up here. All right. Let's get all situated here. Catania in the building. What's good? Good to see you. It's been a minute. How are you? Love you too. Appreciate you. I hope that you're doing fantastic. Hope you and your daughter are doing well. I hope you're eating good. And I hope that your mental health is fantastic. And, I always root for you. I hope everything goes great for you in your life, obviously today and moving forward. Obviously, no college football or NFL for us to be able to go over. We're going to have to wait. But, your boy grinds it out 24/7, 365. So when football ends, we got wrestling, we got hockey, we got basketball, we got baseball. I got to be able to grind it out. It's not just, we're going to grind during NFL season and then just stop. We got to do this every single day. So let's go, baby. I was, you know what? It was crazy because I was going to say that was going to be a very tough matchup for her. And I know that Indiana is ranked as well. So I was like, ooh, I didn't really know how that was going to pan out. But I guess Indiana's pretty good on the women's this year. And anytime you have two teams that are ranked in the top 25, and you're in the same division in the Big Ten, sometimes you don't really know what you're going to get. And yes, we know, Caitlin Clark is great, but supporting cast matters as well. And it looks like they ended up getting beat, but they're not going to lose too many games throughout the year. And we're definitely going to be looking forward to Caitlin Clark in the tourney for March Madness. That's a big fact. Why not both? You love both. Why not both of them? Oh, no way. Who got the goals? When? Today? Today, the Blues got 3 and 32? That's crazy. Was there even a goalie playing? Was it at the end of the game where they ended up getting one and then they got another and then it was just like empty net and they got that last one? I appreciate you dropping in. It's always good to see your face, even if it's just that little picture there in the corner. Love you and I appreciate you. Matt in the building. What's good? Yeah, there's all kinds of rumors, with Justin Fields, going to another team, Russell Wilson going to another team. We're going to have to kind of wait and see. The bottom line is with Justin Fields, it's going to put butts in the seats. And we obviously know there's a very good representation of brothers and sisters in the South and obviously the Falcons and Saints fan base, right? So Fields, I think, would be welcomed with open arms throughout everyone. Black, white, Mexican, Asian, it don't matter, right? But obviously having a primary demographic, for the ATL and that particular area, I'm not sure if Fields would really be the right one. Because like I said, if you don't think that he's good enough to win a Super Bowl, you really want to bring him in there. Yeah, he'll be able to put butts in the seats, but is he good enough to be able to beat the Saints and the Buccaneers for the NFC South? Is he good enough to be able to get that team to 12, 13, 14 wins? I don't know if he is. I think that he has some talent, but I feel that if you don't have a good owner, a good GM, a good head coach, good coordinators, you're only going to get so much out of him. Now, do I think he could do better in Atlanta than he did in Chicago? Hell yeah. Because, you got good running backs there with Bajan. You got Drake London from USC. You got Kyle Pitts, who's underutilized. You got two great offensive linemen that are ranked in the top 90s in the PFF. Defense is a big, big question mark. You need a lot of improvement on that side of the ball. But again, if you're going to be going with like Desmond Ritter or Heineke, yeah, Fields would be an upgrade, I would feel, between those two. But again, he's only going to take you so far. So maybe it would be better to go for like a rookie in the draft. But you already did that with Desmond Ritter. But again, it kind of just depends on, who ends up, falling into your lap. Not saying that Bo Nix would be able to turn it around or Michael Penix Jr., but yeah, I mean, there is a possibility that Fields might end up on Atlanta. Let's go, baby. Elliott in the building. What's good? Tough game today, huh? 14-1. I mean, at least you got one bright side, with the Asian sensation coming in there and doing battle for you, for a little bit. But that one was already over in the first inning. Derrick Henry, that's a good one too, because the thing is as running backs get a little bit older, there's not going to be as much interest, I think, as people think. We know Henry can still, get 80 to 100 yards, 3/4 of the games. There's going to be some games where he only gets like 40, 50 yards and the defense, holds him down. So it'll be interesting to see where he ends up landing. And you would assume he's not going to go to another dog shit team like the Titans. If you're Henry, maybe take less money and go to a contender and maybe try to win a Super Bowl, at this stage of your career. But he may want to go for the bag. And if he goes for the bag, he might end up on a team like the Titans or possibly worse. But I have no idea where he'll end up, and I don't really know who would be interested in him, because anytime a running back hits 30 years old or close to 30, there's a lot of people that are kind of turned off, by, even though he's a name, you can always end up getting a guy in the draft for a fraction of the price. And you may not get as much production as Henry, but you may get close, and you're saving your team a lot of money on the cap. So we'll see where he ends up landing as well. All right, baby, let's go, Kraken. Yeah, spring training, but let's be honest. 14-1, I don't think anybody anticipated that, and no Freddie Freeman or Ohtani. Shit, if those two guys played, you guys probably would have lost 20-1. Just being real. Based on the flow of that game. But again, no Soto, no Snell, and no Trent. These key pieces no longer on your Padres are going to hurt, and instead of being maybe like a playoff contender, I think the realization has to kick in where the Padres might not be that good this year. Mariners, we may not be that good this year either. I mean, we got rid of some of the guys that strike out a lot. You know what I mean? So I could see the Mariners, hitting somewhere between 90 to 100 wins. Or if we end up having injuries and no chemistry, maybe us only winning 80 to 89. So I could kind of see it going both ways for the Mariners, and maybe the Padres can get it together. But it's going to be hard to replace Snell, Soto, even though Soto is kind of overrated. A lot of people think Soto is a top 10 player in baseball. I don't. I feel that he's probably the most overrated, overpaid superstar in the MLB. I think he's good, but he strikes out a lot, and he's not worth the money that you would have to pay that player, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I think Tatis and Machado are a billion times better. So if you ended up getting rid of Soto, that's the one that, I would have gotten rid of as well. But I will say this, Soto is going to make a huge impact. Huge impact with Verdugo from Boston going over to the Yankees as well. Watch Verdugo, Soto, Judge, as well as Giancarlo Stanton. They might be able to actually get some hits and runs, which they weren't able to manufacture last year. So look for the Yankees. I'm not sure how good of a team they're going to be with Garrett Cole on the pitching staff other than him, but I do know that the hitting will be better for the Yankees, and I feel that they'll be a little bit easier to watch this season compared to last season. All right, we got one shot on goal for the Kraken. 16 minutes left in the first period. Let's go, baby. All right. I have a link that I can send you, and if you want to be able to use that link, you can use it and watch any Kraken game at any given time if you want it. I can send it to your Instagram. So, and I know sometimes you'll have it on the radio, or you'll have it something where you're looking at like a ESPN page or something. But if you end up wanting the link, I can give it to you. And the only difference between the link and then an actual broadcast from like Comcast or DirecTV is that you might have like a 20 to 30-second delay, which is not that big in hockey. So, but you let me know, and I will let you know once I see the hack sighting. I have not seen them yet in the broadcast. Yeah, Mariners do too. No, Falcons don't need no wide receivers. Falcons need to improve on the defense, D-line, linebackers, secondary, and then they need to find a quarterback that they believe in. Oh, oh, 1-0 Canucks. Golly, that was way too fast. JT Miller. Uh-oh. That's what happens when you play a first place team. Come on, Grubauer. You in net. I mean, let's not regret you putting in net. We could have put Decord in net tonight, and we decided to go Gru. I hope this is not a foreshadowing of what is to come later today. Yeah, I follow all kinds of stuff, with the Dodgers, and obviously he's teaching them Spanish, with Yama as Otani as well. So they've added quite a few clips. And I told my dad, about Teoscar, and I was like, he's going to end up being a fan favorite. He's a pretty good hitter. Did he strike out too much for the Mariners last year? Yes, but when you're around better players on a better team that has a winning culture, not saying the Mariners don't have a winning culture, but compared to the Dodgers, there's a big difference, right? Don't be surprised if Teoscar Hernandez starts to turn into a borderline all-star type of player. And same thing with Jared Kelenic. Don't be surprised on the Braves if he ends up being a little bit better than what he was, with the Mariners, just because you're going to have better coaching and a better supporting cast around those guys. So, yeah, we will have to wait and see what Chicago does. But I think if essentially, if you get rid of Fields, right? And you end up drafting Caleb, it's essentially the same type of player with Caleb being better, slightly. You know what I mean? It seems like Caleb is going to be a little bit better overall, at least upside. A ceiling that's a little bit higher than Fields. But again, before everyone starts judging Fields, top to bottom, we need to see Fields with like a top 10 or top 8 wide receiver. Now, DJ Moore, in the past was close, but I don't necessarily consider him like, top tier. Like for me, DJ Moore normally is going to be somewhere between rank 10 and 20, depending on the quarterback and his looks. But if he's not getting enough looks, then he's going to slide down closer to 20. If DJ Moore is getting like 10 to 12 targets a game, he can give you 1 to 3 touchdowns in a game if you give him the ball. But I think that once Fields has better players around him, then we're going to be able to see how good he can really be. But I still think that he's never going to end up being a top 10 quarterback in my eyes. I feel like he's always going to be floating around 11 to 16. He might play like a top 10 quarterback for a few weeks, running the ball for a couple touchdowns and passing for a couple. But consistency is key in the NFL and in anything. And I just don't know if I'm a firm believer. Is he the best quarterback or one of the best out of Ohio State with C.J. Stroud? Yes, but he ain't no C.J. Stroud. So, C.J. Stroud is more of a pocket guy. He actually can throw. Justin Fields is kind of limited in his, throwing motion and his accuracy, at least at this point. And even if Justin Fields ended up going to the Niners, I don't think that would be good enough to win a Super Bowl. Like Brock Purdy, it shows you, like you have all these positions the Niners have improved, but unless you end up getting a top, 2, top 3, top 4, top 5 quarterback, unless you don't play the Chiefs, you're kind of screwed. So if it would have been Niners, Ravens, maybe the Niners would have won the Super Bowl. But if it ends up being Niners and Chiefs, you're probably never going to win. I mean, hell, the Chiefs, ended up even beating Jalen, and Jalen was arguably the best quarterback that year. He was a number 1, number 2 quarterback. So I guess unless you're Tom Brady or Joe Burrow, those are the only people that can beat the Kansas City Chiefs. So we'll have to find out if there will be another down the road that can do it as well. Well, that's Caleb saying, that he doesn't want to go. But I think that there's a lot of people in Chicago that don't fucking want him because they have, because the thing is, they don't really have a whole lot to work with. So essentially, you could throw Jaden Daniels there. You could do Michael Penix Jr. You could literally put anybody on Chicago. They're not making the playoffs. They're not a good team. They got a long ways to go to build the culture the right way. And it all starts with the head coach and the GM and the coordinators. They don't got the right pieces in play to be good anytime soon, in my opinion. So, and then now you got the Lions and the Packers. We'll see what happens with the Vikings, but it just doesn't really matter. Like I feel like the Bears could put almost anybody there, and it's not going to make a difference. You could draft Caleb and Maserati Marv, and you're still not making the playoffs. And it's not like I think Marv sucks or Caleb sucks. It's just the Bears suck, So I don't know. We'll have to kind of wait and see, where these guys end up going. So But it all depends if they believe that Fields is the guy and they want to build around him, or if they're going to end up, gaining draft capital, or if they decide to go for Caleb and if Caleb decides that he doesn't want to play there, then you got to go that route as well. So, all right, you have a good one. Take care. Come in and drop by anytime you can. But there has to be an honest conversation, not and this is just being real. That Caleb and Drake May and Jaden Daniels, probably the first three quarterbacks are going to be taken off the board. There is no guarantee that they're going to pan out. It all depends on who they are, if they can stay injury free, and then also what team that they go to. There is a chance. I'm not going to say all three of them are going to bust, but there is a chance that those three may not end up being as good as people think. And there's a possibility that maybe Bo Nix and Michael Penix Jr. might be better because if they go lower in the draft, they end up going to a team that is more, on the fringe of the playoffs instead of a dog shit team at the top of the draft. So, but it also is a possibility that Bo Nix and Michael Penix Jr. don't pan out depending on when they get drafted. So, there is no, guarantee. Anyone can anticipate, but all five quarterbacks, they have a certain type of skill set. But again, there's going to be a lot of extra factors that are involved, the other intangibles, the intelligence, the health, being able, to go down the playbook. Are you coachable? You know what I mean? Can you go through all of the, routes in the route tree? So we'll end up finding out sooner than later, in this draft. But I feel like there may be a little bit more disappointment in this draft. Like, even though there's a lot of names and it's like hyped, but again, that Trevor Lawrence draft was hyped and with five quarterbacks, and everyone thought, oh, all these guys are going to be great. And then now a couple years have passed, and people are starting to realize that draft fucking sucked. It wasn't good at all. You had one quarterback, and even Trevor Lawrence is struggling at times. Sometimes he plays good, but sometimes he doesn't look like the number one pick overall. And he's the best one out of those five. So and then Fields is probably the second best, but even Fields is limited. So, it's like you got these guys that are going to be coming in, but again, sometimes team fit and coaching is going to be bigger than necessarily just the players that are around them. You got to have good mentors and good teachers to get these guys sped up to the NFL game. Cyberpunk and Matt, thank you for the help on the Twitter/X 10 Canucks. Wow, record scoring first, 28, 8-2. That's not good for the Kraken. Come on, baby. Oh, good save. Damn it. 12 and in. That would have been sweet. Elliot, appreciate you. Thank you. And even though that baseball matchup was a blowout, it was nice to be able to have baseball back. But I didn't like the long interviews with the players in the outfield. I get it. You're trying to do filler time and you want to be able to, like, get to know the player but again, like, do it when they're like in the dugout, not when they're playing, because when they're playing, the microphone is rubbing against the jersey and there's all kinds of static. It's annoying, and plus it's like, if you're going to do an interview, don't do it for fucking 20 minutes. It's like, do it for a little bit or wait till they're like in the dugout. I don't know. That's my 2 cents. 1-0 Canucks. I know that would be awesome if we can end up getting this dub, but for us to be able to get this dub, it feels like we're going to have to probably score 3 goals or more, and hopefully we're up for that challenge. It's going to be tough. Seriously, bro. It's like, and then the microphone was rubbing against his jersey and whatnot, and it was like scratchy. I was like, man, this is not a good look. This is not a good look. 10 minutes to go in the first period, 1-0 Canucks. Yeah, and then when they were like, "Are you there?" And then he didn't even respond initially when they were talking to him, and then when he responded, "Hey, can you hear us?" And then like you barely heard him, like it was like a whisper. But again, it's ESPN trying to hype up the baseball season. But again, the loss was preseason and it was bad. But one thing that we can agree on, Elliot, for anyone that actually watched the game, Matsui looks like he is going to be a beast. That's one bright side spot that, like, Matsui, the lefty, the Asian sensation, he looks like he could end up being a nice piece for the Padres this year. And hopefully he turns into a fan favorite. And if he keeps fanning, and getting a bunch of Ks, he will be a fan favorite, and he looked very, very good. I mean, he was smoking the Dodgers when he got in there, for that limited time that he got in there. He was nasty for sure. 9 minutes to go in the first period, 1-0 Canucks. 4 shots on goal for the Kraken, only 2 for the Canucks so far. Wow, you got a bargain. 5 years, only 28 million. Based on how he was pitching, he looks like a guy that could get 28 million a year per year. He looked awesome. So again, the Snell for me, the Snell loss obviously is gonna be big, but for a guy that started off slow, lost all those games early, and then got hot in the back end of the season. But with Soto, I don't think that's going to be missed as much. Other guys will step up, but with Trent gone and Snell gone, even though Trent was kind of up and down, I feel that like Trent's presence will be missed a little bit. But as long as you have other guys that can step up, you guys will hopefully be able to recover and be okay. And we didn't even get a chance to see Profar in the game either, I believe, right? Did Profar ever get a chance to get in there? I don't think he played, did he? Because I took Paisley for a walk around the third or fourth inning, so I missed maybe an inning or two by the time I got back. So, yeah, I don't think people realize how good Matsui was, but he looked pretty good. And again, it's only preseason, but still, you want to at least, take something positive out of that loss. So, yeah, Profar didn't play. And then tomorrow, there's not a whole lot of NHL going on. You got Sabres, Blue Jackets, Jets, Blackhawks, or Wild Oilers. So I was thinking about maybe doing Major League Baseball, but again, the Dodgers and Padres are on at noon. It's too early. All the games are at noon, and that time slot is not good. So we're not going to do baseball tomorrow. We're going to end up doing Jets, Blackhawks for Connor Bedard, or I'll end up doing the Wild and the Oilers for Connor McDavid. Probably do the Wild and the Oilers for Connor McDavid tomorrow. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I might do Mariners and Kraken. I'll start to squeeze in some of those, even if it ends up being a shitty time slot at like noon. But I'll try to sprinkle in a couple, Mariners or Dodgers preseason. But again, I just don't like that time slot. Too early. But I will be watching all the games. I'll try to, tune in, all the Mariners and all the Dodger, matchups and whatnot. So, come on, Kraken. Come on, Gru. We need you today. We can't have you giving up 2-3 goals in that first period. Looks like he's kind of settled down after that first goal. But again, Vancouver's a great team. They're first place in the Pacific. We're fifth. So, oh, damn. That's hella early. That's just like, the WWE pay per view on Saturday in Australia. That's like 1:32 a.m. in the morning. Lindholm with a minor. Then on Saturday, Mariners play the White Sox at noon. And then the Kraken, I believe, are on later that night as well. And then on Saturday, the Wild play the Kraken at 7 p.m. So we'll see what we end up doing. Initially I was planning on doing a lot of the preseason baseball, but just based off the time slot and the support, I just don't think it's going to be a smart decision to do a bunch of time, effort, energy. For who knows who's going to show up, who knows if we would even get any donos if I end up doing a stream at noon. So I got to be smart. Since this is my full time job, I don't want to put in all this effort and then we end up getting a very low turnout or a very low support. So, but I will be watching. But there will be a few preseason baseball games that we'll do. I'll just have to pick and choose. And if we end up doing them, I mean they're going to be Mariners. But if the Kraken are playing and they have a better time slot, like towards the evening, we're going to do that first. It's like, what's going to be more important for me? Oh, we got a Canuck player down. It's like, Kraken regular season or, Dodgers or Mariners preseason. So, I mean, hell, there's even fans of the Dodgers and Mariners that are pretty hardcore that don't even fuck with preseason. So get those likes up. Come on, Gru. All right, how many we need? Two more. Oh, we're at 10. We're at 10. 10 more to get to 20. Let's get there. There we go. 1-1. We're knotted up, baby. Vince done, baby. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Bowie likes it. Yes, sir. Vince Dunn, assisted by Jared McCann and Andre Burakovsky. That's his 9th of the season. Bowie likes it. Yeah, baby. Let's go, Vince. Let's go, Kraken. There we go. Let's go, baby. Defend the deep, release the Kraken, baby. Nice job, Vince. Nice play by Jared McCann and Burakovsky there as well. And I'll be honest, I'm a little shocked. I did not think that we were going to get a goal in the first period against Edmonton, or excuse me, Vancouver. Did Edmonton yesterday against Boston. But I thought that it would probably take us into the second period to kind of gain our bearings. So this is a really good sign that we're active and we got a goal to match their goal in the first period. And I like our chances. We just have to stay physical and aggressive against this first place team in the Pacific. Let's go. Still have not got a chance to see Hack yet. Point in 10 of the last 11 home games, 7-1-3 record. Let's go, baby. See you, Vince. Let's go. Oh, shit, I totally forgot. I ended up taking care of Paisley, and I forgot to go back on there and do a response based off that. So for me, that I look for in a wide receiver, it might be, things that, some people are going to look for size. Some people are going to look for speed, but I like to look for, hands, intelligence, and route running. That's really where I'm going to be looking at because if the guy's got good hands, then I know that he'll be able to do one on one. He'll be good in the red zone, right? And then I got to have a guy that's got good footwork and good route running. And then I got to have a guy that's intelligent that actually knows what he needs to do in every situation. So, yeah, size is great for height, and speed is great as well, but for me, I'm looking more hands, one, I want that. Route running, is two. And then three, I would say, the intelligence factor and also slash being coachable. Those are the things that I would be personally looking for. And it's not going to be the same thing for, every, person, but I would say that would be my personal three, based on the film study that I watch and everything that I'm doing. So. Yeah, I know Odin messaged me earlier with the rivalry with the Devils and the Rangers. They were down 1-0, and I was like, oh, man, that's going to be tough. And then I looked up, and I think they ended up getting blasted like 4-1 or 5-1 when it ended up having a final. So that's tough. Devils, usually are going to play pretty good, but you just never know. You end up having that rivalry matchup, and sometimes, you're going to match that energy, but other times you just get beat, and they ended up losing 5-1. So lots of blowouts today. Blues 4, Islanders 0, Penguins 4, Canadians 1, Rangers 5, Devils 1, Senators 4, Stars 1. That's surprising. So quite a few blowouts today on this Thursday night. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Headbanging, Bowie. We need goals, and we need a lot of them. Defend the deep. Release the Kraken. Make sure you're taking care of your mental health. You're not in a good mood. Come here. We'll make things better. Big facts. All right, we're knotted up at 1. 6 shots on goal for the Kraken, 4 for the Canucks. Let's go, baby. Blues 4-0. Nice. We got JT Miller at 434, 1322 Vince Dunn. And hopefully we can end up limiting, what the rest of these guys end up doing, like Quinn Hughes and the others. Come on, Grew. Less than 4 minutes to go in the first period. We're still knotted up at 1. Oh, oh, oh. Damn, that was close. That was a good steal, good defense. It seems like, they are very locked in here at home. And obviously you're playing the first place team, in the Pacific. So, I mean, there should be enough motivation for that, that fact alone, to try to go against the number one team in the Pacific and try to get one at home. I mean, if you can't get up for this game, and what are you going to get up for? You got to make sure you get locked and loaded early. And I like our focus. Passing has been very good, very crisp. Yeah, but again, if you end up wanting a link to watch the game, Megan, all you got to do is click on the link. A pop-up will come up. You back out. You click on the link again, and then boom, you're in. Oh, Bjorky with a one-timer block. Good defense there by the Canucks. Man, we are on the offensive tonight. I mean, especially when we can keep it in the crease and we just keep unloading shot after shot after shot. And then as soon as it seems like maybe the Canucks are going to start to go towards the other end and we steal it and then we go for another shot and another shot. So I like the aggressiveness, and you have to be like this if we're going to end up beating a team like this, even if it is at home. Dumoulin goes down. Get up. All right, no worries. Yeah, and the link obviously works for everything: basketball, football, baseball, hockey, everything. So come on, Turbo. Come on, Tanev. Cartier, come on now. Yeah, it's up to you. I'm just letting you know that a lot of the people in the stream use it. So less than a minute to go in the first period, still knotted up at 1. Grew, what a save! Grew, they chant in the crowd at Climate Pledge. Huge save right there. If that was Grew at the beginning of the year, that would have went in 100%. Keep scrapping out there, Kraken. 9 shots on goal for Seattle, 6 for the Canucks. Oh, good save. But this definitely has kind of like a playoff feel, just like that Boston Edmonton game last night did. The intensity isn't up to par, to that game so far, where we ended up having that, 6-5 overtime, matchup. But you can kind of feel it in the air as you're watching it. Like the Kraken are very focused, and I haven't seen them this focused in a first period in a minute. Hooking on the Canucks. Let's go. Nice job, Grew. I mean, if Grew can hold them to 3 goals or less, I think we're going to win this. Like, as long as he doesn't have that period where he gives up, 2 or 3, that's really the killer. But it just seems like offensively we're more locked in. Passing has been so much crisper, than I've seen in a minute, and they're very aggressive, and I like that. I wish they came out like this at home every first period, but end of the first period, we're knotted up at 1. Hi, Paisley. Let me know what you guys want to do for photos or anything that you guys want to go over. Just type in the chat. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X. And hopefully we can get a chance to get to 15 to 20 likes. And hopefully we can end up hitting the goal or at least half of the goal today. All right, I got that. Just fire away. Let me know, and I got you. RJ in the building. What's good? Throw some Gru too, since he is back in net. A little worried when he ended up giving up that goal so soon, but he settled in and he only gave up one, so we're in business. .434, JT Miller with his 29th goal, assisted by Tyler Myers and Brock Bozer. And then at the 13:22 mark for the Kraken, Vince Dunn with his 9th goal of the season, assisted by Jared McCann and Andre Burakovsky. Yeah, that's a cool one. I've never seen that one before. That's like brand new. I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool. I'll try to dig here to see if I can find some stuff that I've never seen before. We're knotted up at 1-1. We're at the intermission. Miller and Dunn with goals for the Canucks and the Kraken. So we're just doing photos now. Usually for the people that donate, comment, share. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X, as well as the people that are in the room. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday night. Getting closer and closer to the weekend. MLB The Show. Are you doing a season with the Padres? AAA team. Nice. I'm gonna go check up on Paisley here. We got like a couple minutes. We're gonna be getting ready here for the second period. I'm gonna go check on Paisley here real quick. All right, here we go. Second period. All right, let's bring that energy. All right, come on, Kraken. 9 shots on goal for Seattle, 6 for Vancouver. Wow. Jared McCann right out of the gates. 2-1 Kraken. Let's go. There we go, Jared. Let's go, Kraken. Nice job, Jared. Two one Kraken. Let's go. Nice job, McCann. No worries. Appreciate you. It's all good. I mean, we should, have others that, could possibly help us out on that. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we end at 0 or, we get some support. Oh, we got to fight. Yeah, baby. Beat the shit out of him. Bang, 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 bang. Brandon Tanev with 7 haymakers and brings the player down. That's what Turbo does. Jeez, man, he beat the shit out of him. That was like 7 haymakers, and the other player didn't even get one. There we go, Turbo. There we go, Turbo. That's what I'm talking about. 5 minutes each for fighting, except one guy was fighting and the other guy was getting his ass kicked. Turbo got what, 7, 8 punches in? The other player got what, 1? That's fucking Turbo, baby. Beat the shit out of him. Let's go. Except, unfortunately, a lot of those were kind of body shots, not to the face, but still. 2-1 Kraken. I mean, everything is, really going our way. We're at home. We're aggressive. Passing has been good. Grew has been good in that, besides that early goal that he gave up. Offensively, we're aggressive, and it's all kind of coming together. Pretty damn good effort so far from Seattle. 2-1 Kraken, 10 shots on goal, 7 for the Canucks. Let's go. Let's keep this up. 17 minutes to go in the second period. 2-1 Seattle. Let's go. Bowers and Hughes. Besides those two and Miller, those are the three guys that you're going to have to keep an eye on for the Canucks. Good save by Grew. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Oh, another save by Grew. There we go. $1 holla, 99 to go. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. With a little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. $1, 99 to go. Let me know what you want to do for photos during the commercial break. Once we have one here in a second, and I got you. And it doesn't have to be hockey related. If you want it to be like Cardinal related for MLB, I can always throw that up for you as well. It doesn't matter. Or it could be the Blues, from today, whatever you're looking at. You let me know. Appreciate you. Good job, Grew. Godric in the building. That's kind of odd. I'm actually watching True Blood right now, and they actually just introduced Godric in the season episode that I am watching earlier today. So must be some ESP or something. 2-1 Seattle. 10 shots on goal for the Kraken, 9 for the Canucks. 15 minutes left. We're getting close there. Right at that 15-minute mark in the second period. Let's go, baby. You want some Robert Thomas? I got you. Uh-oh. There it is. 2-2. That was fast. Lafferty, unassisted. 2-2. We're going to have to, this is not going to be an easy win for sure. Like, we're probably going to have to hit 5 goals to win this. I'm not sure if we have that in us, but I hope we do. But no chance for Grew there. That's tough. Nice job by Sam Lafferty. No, it'll be better if the Kraken win. You guys are already in first place. You don't need this win. We need the win more desperately than you guys. I mean, shit, we're in 5th place. McCann in the box. Tripping. Vancouver power play. 10 shots on goal for both teams. Canucks gaining a little bit of momentum. 14 minutes to go in the second period. Knotted up at 2. McCann and Lafferty with goals in this period. Defense there by Wenberg. There we go. Clear it out of there. Good job, Seattle. Oh, get that, Grew. Oh, good save. McCann and Tanev in the penalty box right now. There we go, Kraken. Great job by the Kraken with their defense to limit the opportunities in this power play for Vancouver. Another save. There we go. Come on, Maddie. Oh. All right, Kraken power play on the other side of the commercial. Let's go. All right, let's try to see what we got here for you. See if I can get some Robert Thomas here in for you while we're waiting during the commercial. We're knotted up at 2 with 12:34 left in the second period. We're on a commercial break. See if I can squeeze one more in, possibly. See if I can get a white jersey front pose. Let's see what we got here. Our last one here before we get back to the action. All right, let's go, Gru. We're going to need you. Come on, baby. We need it. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Defend the deep, release the Kraken, baby. UFL? I don't think anybody's really that excited about the UFL except if you're The Rock or his ex-wife. I imagine those are going to be the people because they've invested in it, but I don't think there's really a lot of people that are that excited about it. I mean, there's going to be some initial hype in the first month of the season, but if the quarterback play sucks ass like it did before, or if the defense is shitty, then people are going to lose interest after that initial first month. So, I mean, that's kind of what happened last year, right? With a lot of those other leagues, we had one league, and then once it ended, the other league started. But again, it's like if the offense is terrible, or if the defense isn't really there, or the quarterbacks aren't very good, it's going to take good football, to be able to gain people's interest. And even if you're a big NFL or college football fan, and you're looking for some type of football to watch, I get it, but it has to be some kind of quality. It just can't be, a garbage product on TV and expect people that are going to take time out of their day to watch 3 hours of shitty football in that league. So now, will I watch some of the games? Yeah, I'll check it out for the first month, and we may even do a stream or two. I'll probably end up doing the championship game if there's, depending on what else is on that particular day. But I can't really guarantee on how many games that we're going to do. I guess it all depends on how the first couple weeks go with the games and if they're actually good or not. 10 minutes to go in the second period. We're knotted up at 2. Both teams are at 12 shots on goal. Both teams knotted up at 2, baby. Nice save. Demko doing his thing. Championship game in St. Louis. I mean, last year's was, like I said, I usually try to watch at least the championship games, but I mean, it seems like for me, at least personally, from my experience, like I usually get into it for the first month and then I lose interest. And then I'll get back into it as it gets later in the season, Or if we don't have anything for content to really do that day, then, momentum has shifted a little bit to the Canucks. Come on, Seattle. Come on, Maddie. Come on, Dunn. Tata. Some Tata sauce. I would love that tonight. Oh, good defense there. Tanev is always aggressive. I love it. Like even when he's skating past a player, he might shoot you with an elbow as he's passing by. I fucking love it, man. You know, especially if you're going to be chirping at him or they're going to be elbowing each other or kind of going at each other. He's one of the enforcers, and I like that shit. It's like he ain't going to let anything go. You know, he's always going to stay aggressive, and I love it. 9 minutes to go in the second period. Knotted up at 2. Let's go, baby. Oh, penalty. Someone lost their stick. Is that a Canuck player? Oh, he's checking his nose if it's bloody. Oh, we get scrapping? We fighting again? Let's fight. Let's get in there. Refs broke it up. Wow. That deflection from Tolvanen right off the mask. Crazy with the deflections, too, when that puck is going, it seems like on the screen, 80, 90 miles an hour. Crazy. That could have been another one there. Let's go, baby. .905 left in the second period. We're knotted up at 2, baby. Go, Dunn. We're going to need you. Sports, we need you. And we can't be giving up too many more goals. I mean, as long as we can match the offensive production. But I would assume even if we had Decord in net, he would have given up the 2 goals also. So it's like pretty much the same type of production I think we would have gotten from either goalie tonight. I mean, Vancouver is in first place in the Pacific for a reason. Go, baby. Let's go. The electric tonight, baby. Another power play for Vancouver. Come on now. Oh! Damn, Tanev almost scored right there. Turbo. 14 shots on goal for the Kraken, 12 for the Canucks. Let's go, baby. $20-20. Nice save, Grew. Nice job, Phillip. Yes, sir. Miller's already scored once. We don't need him to score again. Oh, they're getting scrappy. Good defense there by Seattle. Down a man in the power play. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna stream it. So, if I got people trying to sleep in the house and all of a sudden I'm fucking screaming after some crazy ass move or whatever, probably wouldn't fly. So, but more than likely, I'll either watch it or maybe I'll just sleep and I'll just, watch it early in the morning or something off the replay. Like the only time that we've had it this early, it's normally the earliest is like, 9 or 10 a.m., when it's in like Saudi Arabia. But I think this is the first time in a long time that we've had something on this early. Because I can't even remember the last time we had a pay per view on this early coming up this weekend. Schultz, baby. Yes, sir. 3-2, Kraken. Demko, take that. Yes. Nice job, Justin. Let's go, Kraken. Nice job, Justin. Yes, sir. We're bringing it tonight. Great job by Maddie as well to help out with that. Justin Schultz, baby. 3-2, Kraken. Yes, sir. Let's go. Pacing for about 5 or 6 goals tonight, and I think that's what we're going to probably need. We'll see, how the Canucks respond. I would assume that they would respond. It was a sweet Matty Beniers jersey there. That must have been from that rookie season with that Adidas. It looked nice. And we know those Adidas jerseys are a little bit nicer than the Fanatics ones. Nice save, Demko. Yeah. I didn't really know how he would respond, especially, some games, we're right out of the gates, and then other games were, kind of just going through the motions and whatnot, and it takes a little while to get that rhythm and that chemistry together. But we're locked in today, and I love it. 3-2 Kraken. I mean, there's a chance that we could lose, but I feel that this is definitely a winnable matchup for us, even though the Canucks, with all due respect, are the number one team in the Pacific. So we're definitely looking up. We're not 2, we're not 3, we're not 4, we're 5th. So we have a lot of ground to make up starting tonight. Nice job, Justin. go, baby. Be electric. Go, baby. 25 goals this season, leads the team. 9 power play goals this season, franchise record, 20 points in the last 15 games for Jared McCann, baby. Now, if the game was in Vancouver, then maybe, the score is flipped. Or maybe we don't even have anything. But again, we need to be able to take advantage. The road, we don't really do that well on the road. So, and hell, sometimes we don't do good at home either. We just got to be able to find some kind of rhythm if we want to have any chance of sniffing a wild card towards the back end of this season, since we're already, past the All-Star break. And I think the trade deadline is going to be fucking insanity this year, even more than last year. It's going to be crazy. And I hope Seattle is oh, baby! Eberle, baby, let's go. We're running away. We're running away. Let's go. 4-2 Kraken. Yes, sir. Eberle. That's my guy, Jordan. Yes, sir. Let's go, Kraken. Hell yeah. Eberle. Good stuff, man. 4-2 Kraken. Let's go. I see you, baby. Nice job, Jordan. Assisted by Jared McCann and Justin Schultz. We are locked and loaded. Less than 4 minutes to go in the second period. Let's go, baby. I know you like that. That's what we doing. We're running. We're running on them, but it ain't over yet. But if you're just looking at based off vibe, yeah, we already know Vancouver can come back and score 2 goals in 30 seconds and tie it up. But just the overall vibe from the very beginning of the night kind of felt like this could be our night. So hopefully that we can stay aggressive for the rest of the second period. And if we play the same way that we're playing in the third, we're going to win. So bottom line, even if they end up tying it up, it just seems like our offense is pretty strong today. And as long as Gru just doesn't have a fucking if he doesn't implode and have a meltdown, we should be fine. But again, we already know how good Vancouver is. They can score goals in a heartbeat. All right, let me get it. Come on, baby. I'm flipping. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Where's it at? There it is. There we go. Demko with the save. Less than 2 minutes to go in the second period. 4-2 Kraken. Probably the best outcome that you could have expected from this particular matchup. A 1 and a 5 going against each other in the Pacific Division. I love it. But it's like every phase has been good. We've been aggressive. The passing has been good. Obviously getting good, shots on goal. Now the power plays, we could have, maybe been a little bit better there. And then obviously Tanev going out there throwing bows. So it's like every level so far has been perfect. Defense has been good. We got our enforcer out there beating the shit out of people. Passing has been crisp. You got different guys that are, being able to, kind of show that, hey, we're trying to get involved. So you got goals by Dunn, McCann, Schultz, and Eberle. So you got a different player scoring each goal out of the 4. I love it, man. Get every single player involved, feeling like they're a part of this, matchup tonight. Wow. Nice save by Demko. Jordan, one-on-one again. And you can tell the Canucks are a little frustrated based off their body language out there. I don't think that they thought they'd be down 4-2. They probably thought they'd be up 4-2. 21 shots on goal for the Kraken. Let's go. Matty Beniers, the guilty potty. This is crazy, man. They only have 13 shots on goal at this point, and we're already almost 40 minutes in. That's unbelievable. Less than a minute to go. Canucks have another power play, but the good thing is and another thing also, normally when we have a lot of power plays against us, we're fucked, and it just doesn't go well for us. But considering how many power plays Vancouver has had so far in this matchup, the defense has been pretty on point. We've been able to kind of counteract the power plays on the 5-on-4, and that's a big reason why we're sitting at 4-2 right now. Let's go. 13 penalty minutes for Seattle, 11 for the Canucks. 21 shots for the Kraken, 12 for the Canucks. 8 big hits for Vancouver, 6 for Seattle. End of the second period, 4-2 Seattle. Yeah, baby. All right, we're at the second intermission. 4-2 Kraken. Defend the deep, release the Kraken, baby. And, momentum is real. Uncle Mo, you feel it. It's in Seattle tonight, baby. Great effort in this first 40 minutes. One of the best 40-minute stretches I've seen this season. But 40 minutes doesn't give you a dub. 60 does. So, man, Maddie getting aggressive out there too. I like it.
Hey, 30 seconds. 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 30 se
Yeah, I can get some. All right, baby. Let's go. Third period. Let's get it done. Less than 20 minutes away from getting this dub. Let's go. Let's go, Gru. All right, let's go, baby. Fifty-ninth game this season, and they've only trailed at the start of the third period 12 times. That's wild. That is crazy. This would be a heartbreaking loss for Seattle, especially the way that they played in the first 40 minutes. So hopefully we can find a way to stay aggressive, because if we're not aggressive in this period, they easily can come back. So I'm hoping that that aggressiveness that we had in that first and second period will stay. And if we're really lucky, we can end up getting goal number 5 and goal number 6 in this period. We're averaging 2 per period, so let's keep it moving. And Grew has done a great job so far, only really giving up a goal per period, so I like that too. 21 shots on goal for the Kraken. And then another thing for the Canucks, which is kind of rare, they're 2-8-1 when trailing in the third period, 18-0-4 when leading after the second, but they only have 13 shots on goal for the whole game, which is very uncharacteristic for the Canucks. Come on, baby. Come on, Grew. Nice save by Demko. Let's go, baby. Less than 18 minutes left in the third period. 4-2 Kraken. Defend the deep, release the Kraken. 22 shots on goal for Seattle, 14 for Vancouver. Wish we played like this every game. Come on, Bjorky. Oh, Kraken defense has been very good today, too, giving Grew all the help that he needs. Oh, Tata went down. Get up. I mean, if we had aggressiveness like this, throughout the season, we would have how many more wins? But again, playing up to the competition or playing down to the competition. And since we're in 5th place in the Pacific and the Canucks are in 1st, we're definitely playing up to their standards. And it's good to see that we're playing up, not playing down. And obviously, when we play down to the competition, is usually playing someone that's equal to us or lower than us. And sometimes we win those games, sometimes we don't. But big penalty. Vince Dunn knocking players down. Dunn is like, I'll knock you down. Sit down, he said. Like, let me put you in a little headlock and then throw you down. All right, game 2 of 6 in the homestand. Then Detroit, Vancouver, Minnesota, Boston, Pittsburgh, and Edmonton. Get it out of there. And with only 13 shots on goal with, 45 minutes already been played. They're not allowing multiple shots on Grew, and that's a big part of where we're at today too. Another offsides. Quite a few Canucks fans in the building, I see. But I don't think I've seen Vancouver with this little amount of shots on goal this late in the third period ever. It's been a minute. I mean, I've seen periods where they have 13 in a period, not 13 for 16 minutes and counting, or 15 minutes and counting in the third period. But even with that being said, all it takes is one goal to gain a little bit of momentum to stop the bleeding, and then sometimes you'll get another goal like a minute later. Oh, that fan got a goal or got a puck. Good defense. Go, go, go. Go, 2-on-2. Nice save by Demko. Yeah, because we're going to have to be able to beat teams that maybe we don't deserve to beat, and then we need to, obviously win the games, that we're supposed to win. But then there's going to be matchups where it'll be tough. But if we're at home, we have to try to be able to use that home ice. And the crowd has made a difference tonight in this matchup. $16 shifts for Maddie. Ice time 12-16. 2 shots on goal for Maddie, but no goals yet. Icing. Offense has been great. Grew has been great. Defense has been great. We're really checking off all the boxes in this game so far. Let's go. It's one of the more complete games that I've seen against a good opponent. And on top of that, a first place team in the division. Nice pass. Nice pass. Oh. Like, where is this Kraken team been all year? Come on, Bjorky. Out of play. Nice. That fan got the puck there. He's happy. He's dancing. Ooh, Flames 3, Bruins 2 in OT, huh? Blues 4, Islanders 0. Red Wings 2, Avalanche final in OT. Wow. Kane with the overtime goal for the win. Still 13 shots on goal for the Canucks. Unbelievable. Nice save, Grew. Go, 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 go. 14 minutes and counting. 4-2 Kraken. And I like what I'm seeing from Grew. Now this is his second back-to-back quality start, coming back from the injury and whatnot. And it's just a nice feeling knowing that we got two guys in net that we can count on no matter what. Well, also too easier schedule. In the first part of the year, we had one of the hardest schedules in the NHL. So, and then after the All-Star break, if you actually look at the schedule and the strength of schedule, it's much easier. We have one of the easiest schedules the rest of the way. So, I'm not sure what the schedule holders, if they did that on purpose or not. Year in and year out, they obviously do the schedule in advance, but we got to take advantage, of the easier schedule, especially if we have a top 5 schedule the rest of the way. I mean, we're in 5th right now. We just got to slowly climb out of that hole, 5th in the Pacific, then get to 4th, 3rd, if possible. Murkowski's offside, damn it. 13 minutes to go. All right, baby. 13 minutes and counting. Let's go. Canucks finally ended up getting another shot on goal, so now they're down 14-24. Go, another save. Come on, Vince. Less than 12 minutes to go. 4-2 Seattle. Let's go. Wow, face-off percentage is dead even, 50-50. That's surprising. Icing. Go, baby. Stay aggressive. Oh, we got Tata out there and Turbo. Let's go. Come on, Turbo. They're scrapping on the boards. Get that puck. Nice save. Ten minutes to go in the third period. 4-2 Kraken. Icing. 9 minutes to go. Let's go, baby. I mean, the way the pace of this game is going, it might end at 4-2. Seems like they're kind of settling in now. I mean, the Kraken are still, very aggressive. But, I mean, how are you supposed to win when you only have 14 shots on goal if you're a first-place team in the Pacific? I mean, unless you ended up getting 3 or 4 goals out of 14 shots. But, 2 goals off 14 is pretty damn good. But not when you're playing Seattle when they got 4 out of 24. I'll take it. I wouldn't mind to get another goal, but if it ends up being a 4-2 final, that's amazing. Let's go, baby. 8 minutes to go. Nice job, Grew. I love it. Seattle is not letting up. Physical. Everyone is playing with purpose. Woo! What a save by Grew. Wow. Grew. Let's go, baby. 4-2 Kraken. Let's wait. Obviously getting another goal would be great, but highest save percentage this season, Joey Decord, number 3. Hill, 929. Connor at 925. And Decord at, 921? Nice job. Seven minutes to go. 4-2 Seattle. Let's go. 26 shots on goal for the Kraken, and the Canucks got a little bit of a run there. They have 19 shots on goal, but they didn't get anything out of those last 6. It's not only the shots on goal, but they got to be quality. You just can't shoot to shoot, but I guess when you only have 13 and you're in the third period, You're going to do whatever you can to just get it close. 6 minutes to go. Boo! How many players did the Canucks have on the ice right there? Like they had like 7 guys on the ice. What the hell was going on there? I hope Seattle doesn't just try to play keep away. We still stay aggressive here in this last 5-6 minutes. There we go. Go, baby. Fast break. 3-on-1. Oh! Oh, Demko. That might have been it. That might have been it. Our chance to get that goal number 5 tonight. 3-on-1. Off the steal. Good pass. Then you had a player trailing late that got in the way with their stick with a little bit of a deflection there. Great save by Demko. Four minutes to go. Both teams are at this point, I feel, kind of just going through the motions. At least the Canucks got their shots on goal up, but the last 7 shots on goal they've had have been shitty. But still, I mean, 28-20 looks a hell of a lot better than 28-13. Fantastic job by Grew. Fantastic job by the offense. Fantastic coaching by Hack. Fantastic aggressiveness by Turbo and company. I mean, I can't even really say anything negative with the Kraken tonight. This is just an all-out performance from Seattle. I mean, the only thing that could have been better about tonight is if we would have got the shutout. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing. But you know, this is the second straight start for Grew where he's been pretty lights out. So I love it. I don't even need another goal at this point. All right, they got empty net with 4 minutes to go. But I guess, you know, you are down by 2, so you really have no choice, right? You can wait until like 2 minutes to go to do it if you were down by 1. But I guess, you know, when you're down by 2 goals, then you're going to do it around that 3 to 4 minute period. This will give us an opportunity to get a cheap one, an empty net to get to 5. Great defense. Nice job, Seattle. 3 minutes to go. I think it's like Vancouver, they kind of checked out. It's like they were in it, in that, first period, second period, they were still kind of mentally in it. But then once it got to the third, it kind of seems like they were thinking about, oh, wow, well, let's just chalk up the L. What's for dinner? Let's move on. And you can kind of tell with body language, when certain teams or players start to kind of check out, and then they're just kind of moving forward to, okay, we got defeated. Let's just move on till the next game. So, of course, you're still going to have some of the players out on the ice that are still trying. But unless it's a collective effort of everyone on the ice, nothing's going to happen. Two minutes to go. Nice save by Grew. Empty net for the Canucks. Get it, Turbo. There we go. Oh! There we go. 5-2 Kraken. There it is. I knew that we were going to win today. Had a good feeling about it. Even before we ended up getting some goals in that first period, even though that we are a fifth place team, it just felt like, this team might be better than us, but at home, maybe the crowd can kind of influence, what's going on. And we were locked and loaded right from the very get-go from the puck drop. So big win here for the Kraken. 5-2 Seattle with less than 2 minutes to go, baby. Eberle with the goal, 12th of the year. Rister, empty net. Jared McCann. 5-2 Seattle. Let's go. First career 4-point game for Jared McCann. 1 goal and 3 assists with only 15:49 ice time. That's awesome. What a day. What a day. No comeback today, baby. And like I said, hockey, just like any other sport, it's not only physical, it's mental. And if you've mentally checked out, it's very hard to be able to come back in a matchup. What a great performance by Seattle. One of the best complete performances against an elite team that I've seen the Kraken play this season. Hopefully we can gain some momentum off this homestand here at Climate Pledge Arena. We're going to need it. If we have any chance of even sniffing, the wild card or, trying to get in. Still got a lot of ground to make up, but this is a really good win for us. Less than a minute to go. Now they got Demko back in there. They're like, we don't want it to be 6-2. 35 seconds to go. Big win for us. It's like finally like that home ice advantage in the fans. And honestly, out of all the streams that I've done for the Kraken this season, the crowd tonight was one of the best crowds all season. And it was even early on. It wasn't just because we got, up, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2. Like, even at the very beginning, the chanting in the crowd was pretty loud and noticeable, obviously, on the broadcast. And then after every goal, a little bit more energy, more people clapping, more people cheering. So, Final score 5-2 Seattle. Let's go. Oh, maroon tie for Hack. They just showed on the screen for about a split second. Not red, but the maroon. Let's go. Nice job, Seattle. Well, I appreciate all the people watching on Twitter/X, as well as the people in the room, all the people that donated, commented, and shared. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your Thursday night, and we may or may not stream tomorrow. I have to evaluate and look to see what we have available for. They only have 3 hockey games on tomorrow, and then we have like 4 baseball games for preseason, but they're all on at noon. So we'll evaluate, and we'll kind of see where we're going to go from there. And if we do take the day off tomorrow, then we'll obviously be back at it on Saturday. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. And I got one question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Guys.